قبل شوي انتهيت من لقاء مع جوان كلهان وأدريان ألكساندر. جوان كلهان هي أحد مؤسسين تقنيات TFT ولها خبرة في هالمجال أكثر من 40 سنة. أما أدريان ألكساندر فهو متخصص في التأمل وتحديدا في الترددات بتقنيات العالية أو تقنيات بالترددات العالية، وهذا التأمل نوع مختلف ما هو موجود في التأملات الأخرى لأنه يشمل نوع من الهيلينج أو التشافي. في اللقاء تكلمنا عن ورشة العلاقات أو الحب والعلاقات. تابع اللقاء.
About the work you do and the specialty you're in, and we want you to tell us about the workshop, the love and relationship workshop.
Okay. I'll start. Basically, we're going to discuss. Well, in all the classes, and especially in the optimal health and in the advanced, I talk about how everything is energy, and energy is either expanding or contracted. And at one end of the spectrum of energy, you have contraction and fear. At the other end of that spectrum, you have love or expansion. And the love energy is allowing healing energy to flow, and of course to be happy, blissful, etc. And we use TFT in all the ways we use it to basically release the contracted energy. We now focus more on facilitating reaching the positive. So that's how TFT has evolved over the years. This class is a workshop that's just going to focus on that energy, word, state of being, or experience of love. And I'm going to start it by first discussing, what is love? Is it a noun, a verb? Is it an energy? Is it an emotion? What is it really? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to use various TFT tools to help us facilitate our access to and maintaining that state of being. And we'll use it in relationship to, first of all the experts, all the masters, everybody says you have to start with yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't really love others. And so we'll start with that, releasing blocks and finding ways specifically to experience it within ourselves.
And that's really a subject that is really, really people are longing to, and they have difficulties in. This is something I've been experienced. I've experienced myself, and I've seen a lot of people experiencing that. The word is itself, love yourself, loving yourself. It's very simple, and yet a lot of people struggle with it.
Right. It's because of our own self-worth. And it's also the definition that most people put on the word. And so I'm going to just start with the practical. We'll discuss the meaning of the word and then how we can apply the tools of TFT in the first part of it to reach that experience. Then he's going to go further and help us experience the state of being and then understand that experience intellectually.
All right, just before we go to Adrian, just one question, because some of the people that are watching this video, maybe they are not aware of TFT. So a general knowing, not just we don't want to go to the details, general knowing, what is TFT for all those people?
Okay. Before I answer that question, I was thinking that everybody attending had already at least had an algorithm level class.
Yeah, they have. Some of them are. They had. I mean, until now, most of them are at least the algorithm.
Okay.
But we're trying to also push for people to, because it's a tool they can use instantly. And they learn it on the spot. They can even apply it to themselves only these things they learned in the workshop, right?
Okay, the workshop, the tools that I'm giving in TFT within the workshop will be very specific to loving relationships with ourselves and others. And they will be very specific to that. They will be given at the algorithm level or simple tapping patterns for people at that level. For those that attend that are at a more advanced level, they will be able to test more specifically for themselves. TFT in and of itself is a healing modality that addresses us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, allowing us to actually to raise our level of vibration, to reach toward that level of a loving vibration by releasing the contracted energy and the blocks to healing.
Wow, nice. So in this workshop, we're gonna work on the blocks that we have. So either toward either in if we are in a relationship, or if you want to be in a relationship. We're talking about all these kind of areas about love and relationships, right?
Right. Well, we will work on where the blocks might be and how we can release those blocks. First to loving ourselves, and then unconditional love, or a state of being toward everybody. If they want specific toward their partner or their desired partner. But yes, we'll use TFT for within those tools.
So we're talking about sometimes the blocks are feeling guilty in a relationship, maybe fear in a relationship, maybe attachment, maybe fear in a relationship, fear of opening up to the other person, or maybe releasing some other wounds that happened in one or two relationships that happened in the past, right? It will automatically work on that, right? Also,
automatically, no. We can apply it specifically, yes.
Specifically, so the people will say what they are facing, then we'll work on that during the work.
We can help them use the tools for that. And I think part of what will help in the workshop is we are going to redefine the word and the meaning of it and start with ourselves, which is where you have to really start to be able to experience that state of being. And if everybody coming has some specific areas where they would like to have help or find if they're blocked, or whatever, if they would write those down and bring them with them to the class. This is a short class, so it'll give us a lot better way to go directly to what it is they want. I can answer the questions.
That's actually a great idea. We'll ask them specifically to make it ready, or maybe send us some of the problems they want to be discussed in the workshop, so we can provide it for you instead of discussing it, wasting time discussing. It will be available to you, and we can talk about it. If there is an extra, we can discuss it too.
Correct.
Okay. So Adrian, I know that you are into meditation for like more than 30 years, I guess. And actually, we enjoyed the meditation that you did in Kuwait, back in Kuwait, like last year and the year before. It was amazing, and we were pushing for getting the CDs, and now yes, we're gonna get them at least for the third level. And I'm really happy that you're gonna be there also physically this time. And I want you to tell us what we're gonna get from this workshop from your side.
Yes, thank you for welcoming me in such an excitement. I am very, very pleased to come to you from the little time that I've got to meet you over the internet. And the program was fantastic, and everything I hear from Joan and her interaction with the Kuwaiti people and whoever is on that side of the world, I am so excited to meet, and I'm sure at least as much as you are. In this particular seminar or program, I will, as Joanne explained, add at the second part of the program, the meditational, or more correctly, the experiential part of the love experience. And after demonstrating it as far as an experience go, with technology that will help us to experience it, I will then explain the nuts and bolts of how the mechanics of love work for each individual that attends. And
Nice.
this will provide everybody with a simple, it's basically a matter of simplification is what we are trying to bring into relationships and into the experience of love in people's understanding, and bring that experience into simplicity so that it's not complicated and it's not covered, and it is understood clearly, after which you can easily experience it without any problems, without any obstacles, and it is an ever-flowing experience that happens already. It's not a problem of creating and efforting in order to make the experience work.
I love the idea of making it very simple. Usually, a lot of people come in and they get it very complicated, and they say, they forget about it. What I loved about TFT, what I love about my experience with the TFT, with the meditation, and with the workshop that I did with you, Joan, and what I learned from you, what I learned from the TFT in general, it's very simple. You can use this tool and apply it to the kind of contraction or negative emotions that you're going through, or whatever the energy, the stagnant energy that you might feel sometimes. And then when you open up, you start seeing the whole, the everything coming into place. Flow come in, sometimes feeling of love without any reason, and sometimes feeling lightness and feeling of, and this will bring on, as the universe is always talking in vibrations, and this will bring on events and people, and sometimes good relationships in this matter, according to the feeling that you're feeling right now. From my side, I always saw these tools that we are using, and I learned from you, Joan, a lot in that. It will change your life, whether it's on a relationship wise, or in a personal level, or a relationship level, or with any other people. And the meditation itself, I mean, I'm talking about my experience, so I know a lot of people are watching right now, and I don't usually talk about such stuff with excitement, especially in meditation, but I have experienced a lot of changes when I went through the meditation. Well, I'm excited to see whatever you're bringing to the table in our workshop.
Absolutely.
Good.
So anything you wanna say or add, or maybe a tip, at least for those who wants to know what's about love, maybe an exercise, or maybe a definition that is like, for sure that at least if you go with that, maybe your life will be different.
Joanne?
I'm sure. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Nawaf. A tip, meaning to.
Like an info, or a small spoiler from the workshop.
Oh, a spoiler from the workshop. Well,
yes.
I think the most important thing, and this is hard for people, is learning acceptance and forgiveness. Both acceptance and forgiveness stand in the way of our ability to experience the love that's already within us.
Wow.
And that is something we will definitely work on with very specific protocols. And I see this more and more with clients, that when they can actually accept what is at the moment, what is now, how that person is now, and then forgive now as it is, they then can open up to feel and experience the love that's already within them. And we will go through very specific step-by-steps for that.
Yeah, and I second that, because I know that you're not just talking about words or just going through a process, going through at certain tapping points, going through letting the person go through the emotion with safety and releasing it also safely and easily. I'm so glad that I saw you guys. We wanted to do a short video, and I know you guys busy doing stuff. Actually, I want to say something, Joan. Joan, you look beautiful more than ever. Adrien. Also, I'm excited to see you back in Bahrain. Most of the practitioners wanna meet you. Also, we have a lot of people that are coming to Bahrain only for even if not coming for the course, they are coming for the sessions. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Let me also throw a tip as well for the seminar, and that is the gist of what I will explain can be underlined under the sentence, if you want to experience love, be loving. And I'll explain that, of course, in detail. Why is it actually working that way? And that will then be understood as a real simple process of allowing the love that we are.
Wow. If you want to experience love, be loving.
Correct.
I love it. I love it. I'm so excited to have that. Let's see what's gonna happen, what's gonna turn out, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
See you
Thank you very much.
اتوقع انكم استمتعتوا كثر ما انا استمتعت باللقاء. الان تقدرون تسجلون في ورشه الحب والعلاقات مع جوان كلهان وادريان الكساندر، وايضا انا راح اكون معاهم. سجلوا الان، شوفوا الاعلان حق الورشه.